Thank you so much for having me. So I used to be a climate change alarmist myself because obviously as a young girl, I grew up around the climate change hysteria. I grew up with it in the media, in my school books and on TV. And I was the first one to, whenever my beliefs were questioned, I was the first one to ask the question, so are you saying that you are a climate change denier? And of course, especially as a German girl, the word denier carries a lot of weight. And today, I consider it an atrocious insult. But back then, I didn't think about that. And I was an innocent young girl. And I thought that by hugging the trees, I could save the planet, which, quite frankly, turned out not to be true. And I took pride in buying paper bags instead of plastic bags, but I didn't really make a change. Then eventually, in 2015 roughly, I became a skeptic. And at first, not with regards to climate science, but rather with regards to the migration crisis in Germany. And once you start exploring these political topics that are more on the right, I guess, or in the libertarian department, things spiral out of control and you go down the path of understanding that many topics such as feminism, gender, socialism, postmodernism, and climate change hysteria, they are all related in some way and pave the way for a very bad kind of totalitarianism. And I'd always loved science as well, so naturally I had to become a climate change denier, a skeptic. Science, you see, is entirely based on intellectual humility, and it is important that we keep questioning the narrative that is out there instead of promoting it. And these days, climate change science really isn't a science at all. Those self-proclaimed scientists, we've heard it today, they draw their conclusions before even testing their hypothesis, and they base their assumptions on completely incoherent models, which is just an insult to science itself. And I asked myself, what is the goal of all of this? And I believe, unfortunately, that the goal is to shame humanity. Climate change alarmism, at its very core, is a despicably anti-human ideology. And we are told to look down upon our achievements with guilt, with shame, and with disgust, and not even to take into account the many major benefits that we have gained from using fossil fuels as our main energy source. Because look around, we're living in such an amazing era of fast progress, of innovation, and we are not allowed to be proud of that at all. Instead, debates are being shut down, and scientists, real scientists, lose their jobs for performing the most genuine and innocent form of science there is, which is just real science, real skepticism. And that is not just an insult to science, that is an insult to the complexity of nature, and most importantly, it is an insult to the freedom of speech. And that's why we are here today, to speak up and to bring the spirit of science back to life again. And I hope that you will do the same with us together. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and consider donating to the Heartland Institute to support more vibrant free markets, greater individual liberties, and more videos like this one.